Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890. Good evening, everybody. What is up? Welcome to another edition of the NDT Sports Show. My name is Aaron. Next to me is my good buddy Chris with the Red Sox hat. I am repping Team Israel from the World Baseball Classic today. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
It seems like I saw you just a little while ago.
No, never. We don't hang out or anything.
No. I don't think people realize how much time we actually spend outside of these computer screens with each other. I'm surprised we're not tired of one another yet. We'll get into that, what I said later about an idea that I had, but it was kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but maybe it'll work out for the better. We'll keep that under wraps for now.
Simmons, how are you tonight, sir?
Thank
you for stopping in.
How are you, sir? Welcome to the show. I don't miss you anymore. I saw you enough 2 weeks ago. That was it.
So I learned today that in Africa, hippos kill more humans than any other animal.
Hippos are big.
Yeah, well, they're vicious too. Very territorial.
You ever see one of them eat a watermelon? It just boom. I was watching a zookeeper feed a hippo a watermelon a couple weeks ago on Reels. It's funny you say this now. Like instant death to that watermelon. It was great.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I just found it interesting that of all things in Africa, hippos.
I mean, okay. You know, I'm proud of you because this week you had a dumb thought. You don't usually. Last week you forgot one because you were feeling a certain way, and I'm glad you're back to normal.
It was just one day. Although I was working in Honesdale on Friday, and one of the counter girls looked at me and told me that I had a very good RBS.
RBS?
Resting bitch face syndrome.
Oh God. What's going on, Mr. Pickleberry? How are you? I love that name.
That name, yeah.
Awesome. It's fucking amazing. I love it. You do have good RBF, dude. You have your moments where there's some things going on in your face and you just can't hide your expressions.
Yeah, I'm really, really bad at that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. So we're gonna chat quick. We had our first virtual golf league today, our first round, which was kind of cool. It's at the Wake Zone and Tap Room down in just outside of Hall. I guess it's considered Tafton.
That's what I would say. Yeah, Tafton.
Yeah. We got to play some indoor golf simulator. It was pretty cool. Chris, I felt bad for him. The first hole of the round, Chris hits a seed. Beautiful drive. Was 275, I guess it was landed.
I think it was it landed 275, rolled out to like 290.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then gets on the green, the thing wouldn't register. The putts
We had to start the whole thing over. Chris was upset. I felt bad for him. And
I was
then,
frustrated, not upset.
yeah,
Frustrated.
well, what happened next was a thing of pure craziness because he started the round over and Chris went scorched earth and double parred the hole to get
Yeah. I went from fucking par to an 8. Like, I was
like
just so
so fast.
frustrated.
And it was role reversal because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
actually kicked out the first one for the drive that I hit, and it was like reverse rolls. But overall, I think we did good. The first 3 rounds are going to be to determine our handicap, and we played what
Better ball. Two
better
man better
ball.
ball.
Yeah, so
So
I think we
whoever
did good.
whoever scores better on the hole, you take that score. So the first 3 weeks are going that way, and then after the first 3 weeks, we get our handicap, and everything will be up to date on that. And then we go to a 2 man scramble for 1 week, and then we turn around and go. I think 3 more weeks of the 2 man better ball, and then we go scramble, and then the last week we do better ball again.
I took the rule sheet and the schedule and I put it in my golf bag because you left it on the table. So I
Because I
do
was
have
trying to
that.
work
So
things out with them.
we can prep. Yep. So we can
Yeah.
prep for that. It was actually really good. I was pleasantly surprised at how well we played and how well it's not a true flight. Obviously, we were talking about that today. Like there's a lot of variables that don't get taken into effect in an indoor simulator, obviously, with the wind and the temperature.
Oh, you're a mile away.
Can you hear me now?
A little better. Not much.
With the wind and the temperatures and the air and everything else, it's difficult sometimes.
There we go. Someone's in there.
Hi, Braden. We're live. Would you like to join the show?
No.
Okay. Vamos, sir.
Vamos.
My 20-year-old just doesn't understand. Like, I'm not paying attention to you right now. He did offer to just moon me, though, if anybody wants to see.
I want to see it.
No, I don't. I don't want to. No, it's weird. Get out. Just turn the camera around on him. So, but again, the ball flight's not going to be true flight. Obviously, like we would get in the elements outside with wind and the thin air. We had some really good shots today. I was very happy with it overall. We did really well together as a team. So,
Yeah.
I think once our handicaps hit, we're going to do just fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially in a scramble format. If we play like we did today,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
absolutely.
going to be ridiculous. So,
But yeah, no, it's not bad. I mean, it helps at least muscle memory and getting your swing back and everything like that from not swinging for a while. So,
yeah, it's a good way to warm up for our trip that we're taking.
yep.
That's just over a month away.
I think it's like 6 weeks at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's coming quick. So, but I'm happy. I'm excited. I did see pictures of our Airbnb finally. I called Top Bunk already. There is a bedroom with bunk beds. So, Justin, he can sleep on the bottom bunk.
It is a beautiful, beautiful house
Heck yeah.
that we're getting.
Yep.
So
we will be going live at some point. Traveling, I'm hoping we can do this live. We'll figure that out. Driving, because some of the stuff that goes on in the car is stupid. Even if we have to use a phone to go live, but I want to try to figure out how we can get these GoPros to go live and connect to a hotspot or something. I don't know if that's capable to do that.
I'm sure it's got to be something.
We'll figure it out. You're tech savvy.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough to do the tech work and be on the show. It's one or the other, right?
Sir, I don't get paid enough to do the show and do the socials and everything else that I do. So we're kind of in the same boat. So,
I mean, we're also anxiously awaiting and excited. Things are starting to roll in for us for equipment wise to take with us for you guys so we can record and give you guys more content that's going to be off the wall, probably at best way of saying it.
We're going to have a good time.
I'm going to definitely set up a GoPro in Aaron and Justin's room and see how that goes at night. We might get some X-rated stuff, or we might just get some funny stuff.
I don't know if that's really a good idea, but it's okay. I could go without that. But some of the stuff you may want to see, I'm not sure. So figure all that out as we go. I mean, it's going to be. We will edit some things. We're not going to put everything out there. Obviously, we don't want to get banned.
Yeah.
But some of the goings on that really we don't capture is kind of disappointing because there's at least 2 or 3 dumb things we do every other hour that we just like wish we had the podcast. And we actually caught something today because Chris and I have conversations when one of us is at work or whatever, going back and forth to work. And we started to talk about something, and we'll get to it in a few minutes. And I was like, you know what? Let's wait and talk about this tonight.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we do a show without it being on the show, and like we should have talked about it prior. So we kind of put some stuff on hold. We're starting to get there and get caught up. What's up, Brad? How are you, man?
We're definitely going to starting next week. We're going to record our golf simulations and piece and cut things together from that for reals. That if we catch anything dumb or stupid, we'll be wearing lapel mics the whole time, so you should be able to hear us pretty good.
Oh, so about the microphones, that means I'm going to have to watch my F-bombs.
Not really.
Although we did have a couple good moments today, like good putts, a couple of good shots. That would have been nice to show.
Yeah, exactly.
We put a 300-yard drive into a sand trap. I was pretty thrilled about that. I was acting like a little kid.
So Aaron's getting his camcorder here soon, so he's excited about that.
Man. That is something I've wanted for 2 freaking years. So we're making upgrades, folks. Chris has now transitioned to a Shure microphone and a Shure headset. I upgraded, so we're just playing musical chairs, trying to get the show quality better. So we're just kind of piecing things together. He's going to try to do some surgery on another microphone that we have and see if we can get it working. If anybody can do it, it'll be him. So
yeah, I like tinkering with things, so we'll see how that goes.
No doubt.
Hopefully it goes well. We'll get another microphone out of it and move on. It'd be nice.
Onward and upward. Speaking of, we'll do a bigger show about this next week, but I just kind of wanted to touch the NFC and the AFC championship games for the NFL were this past weekend. I'm not surprised that the NFC champions, because I did pick them at the start of the playoffs. I'm a little disappointed with the AFC, obviously being a Buffalo Bills guy, but the Patriots. So my question is, do you think that they would have beat the Broncos if Bo Nix was playing?
No.
Okay.
No, I think if Bo Nix was there, he wins that game. Stidham's not a mobile quarterback, where Bo Nix would have got some of those first downs just by running.
Yeah. Stidham, whatever it says, he started out good.
Well, he couldn't he couldn't do anything in the second half with all that weather.
No.
Where I think Bo Nix would have been a lot better off during that.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix is a better quarterback all the way around. He's mobile. And I don't know if you paid attention like I did, but Stidham did good. Yeah, but what was his longest pass? 7 yards? Like they weren't letting him throw the ball really.
Right.
Where Bo Nix would have been trying to air it out.
I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I wasn't really that vested this past week because my team was out. I was a little disappointed, but I should have paid more attention. And as much as I say I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl, I'm going to be glued to the TV, and you'll probably be sitting on my couch eating chips and hot wings with me. So it's just, I was disappointed. I got over it. Onward and upward. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What do you think about these coaching changes? I mean, it's been a flurry of action.
Well, let's talk about, like, we're in this game. How does the offensive coordinator lose his job after the year he had in Denver?
Mm-hmm.
That's mind-blowing to me.
I was thinking about this, and we can sit here as fans and question these decisions, but there's got to be more to this stuff than anything else. And, the Broncos, as good of a team as they were, I don't know if necessarily they were as good as we thought, just because of strength of schedule. I know that plays a factor into a lot of stuff. They didn't blow a lot of teams out. It was a lot of squeakers. There was a lot of one-score games, and not against some really good teams. So
they almost lost to the Giants.
Correct. So I think that might have something to do with, like, hey, thanks for getting us this far, but it's time to move on. And I'll segue this into the Bills coaching firing with McDermott. I was like, this is not the move. But then when you have time to sit and think about it, 9 years is a long time for a coach to be there,
Yeah.
all of football standards. But when you're in the playoffs consistently and you can't get over the hump, especially with Patty Mahomes and Joe Burrow and all the elite quarterbacks of that conference not being there, to lose the way you did, there's time for a change. Now, granted, it wasn't all his fault. Again, we've been through this. James Cook fumbling on the second possession of the game,
Yeah.
I think, just changed the whole dynamic. I mean, they would have been up 2 touchdowns at that point, and it's a totally different ball game. So, all that stuff considered, yeah, you can't win the game turning the ball over as much as you did, but it's time to kind of change the atmosphere a little bit. Josh Allen even said in his presser today that he felt partially responsible for McDermott getting fired. So kudos to him. Like, he is definitely the leader of that team. I think having Brady at the helm is not a bad thing. He's had a top offense the 3 years that he's been in control of that offense. So maybe you bring in a different OC to work with Brady and a different defensive coordinator, and I think we might be off to the races next year. I'm hoping, because the window with Josh is closing. You need to draft a good defense and trade for a receiver or two. Find some cap room and trade for a receiver. Get the defense. So the defense is the problem all season.
I mean, you need a legit number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Shakira's not a number 1.
No, he's consistent, but he's a 2 or 3.
Yeah. He's a great slot guy.
Yeah. So,
but you need a legit number 1. I don't know if that's going out and trading for Chris Olave.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the answer. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Happy Thursday to you as well. I don't know if Olave's the move. If we trade for Justin Jefferson from Minnesota, I don't know how you make it work. You got to make.
I think Justin Jefferson's going to be a pricey haul, though.
Yeah, but listen, you got to go all in for this with Josh Allen being where he is.
I know Olave they want gone. I don't know. Be interesting to see.
Yep, and interesting stat I saw today. Peyton Manning did not win his first Super Bowl until he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's going to be 30 this year, opening a new stadium. I really hope they get over the hump. I just want to see them just once win a Super Bowl, and I'll be thrilled.
Which also begs the question or the statement of, Aaron, where are you going to be opening day in Buffalo for the Bills' first game at home?
That's from movie.
I mean, I think that even if we don't get tickets, we go.
Oh, there will be tickets had.
No, but I'm saying, like, if we can't get tickets, I still think we go.
Sir, there will be tickets had.
Okay.
Mark my words. I did this once before, and we clipped it, and I was right when I was talking about the triple threat match at WrestleMania from last year. So, it is January 29th, 2026. I will definitely be at the home opener. Whether or not you are there is completely up to you, but I will be there.
Well, I'm not letting you go to that by yourself.
Even if I did that, what do they call it? I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the phrase now, but my trek to Mecca on my own, I'll do it.
No, I wouldn't let you do that.
I know.
I'll be right there by your side.
We'll get it. I want to see one. I want to see them when they play the New Jersey Jets in MetLife this year.
I know the New York Jets, you mean?
The Jersey football teams, yes.
Yes, the New York teams, right.
That play in Jersey.
Hey, the New York teams that actually have Super Bowl wins. I'm living in the past like a Yankee fan. I'm acting like a Yankee fan. I'm sorry. I'm being hypocritical right now.
You're acting like the obnoxious type of Yankee fan. There's a difference between true Yankee fans and the obnoxious ones.
You're right. I fully admit it. I'm owning this one.
There are 3 types of Yankee fans. There's a true Yankee fan, there's the obnoxious Yankee fan, and there's the bandwagon Yankee fan that just wears the baseball cap because it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I think every sport has them.
Every team has them.
Well, I mean, yeah, but every team, but the obnoxious Yankee fans are the worst ones in the world. Because their argument is always, we won 27 rings. It's invalid.
I mean, even you want to little banter, a little off topic, out of the realm or out of the thing here. I bet you the '90s that the Bulls fans were competing very well with the Yankee fans at that point.
The bandwagon fans, sure.
Even the look at how many championships we have, da 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 da. Like I'm sure back in the '90s, and I was a kid growing up then, so I can't say I jumped on the bandwagon as a Chicago Bull fan back then.
See, I live and bleed the Knicks. I don't really talk basketball too much, but I'll tell you what. It's so funny you brought this up, but watching Jordan just kick everyone's ass was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And the year that the Knicks were in the finals, I was heartbroken because there was no Jordan. And this was a perfect, like Pat Ewing. I'm going to use an analogy with Josh Allen. Pat Ewing's opportunity to win that title because Jordan was out. Enter Hakeem Olajuwon. Too bad, so sad.
No.
Yeah. So I was thinking today, I have in my office, kind of looks like behind me, but I have starting lineup figures of Shaquille O'Neal, Alonzo Mourning, Sean Kemp. And I'm looking at them as I'm just kind of taking one of those mental breaks throughout the day. And I was like, I miss 90s sports, especially 90s basketball, because the players that we had in the league at that time was just incredible. Like Kobe and Shaq and Anthony Hardaway and Barkley and Malone, like just so many players that are Hall of Famers, like ridiculous competition.
So, unpopular opinion, right?
Oh boy, you're gonna piss me off?
No.
Okay.
If anything, I'm going to surprise you. Part of me is upset that the Red Sox ever won a World Series.
Why?
Because the Yankee Red Sox rivalry isn't what it was in the late '90s, early 2000s anymore.
No.
And I wish we could get back to that bitterness, that drive, because you just don't have it anymore.
I get what you're saying. I'm glad you guys won the World Series the couple of times
absolutely.
that you have. The problem is that the teams aren't as good as they used to be back then. Those teams from 01 to 05 were just they wanted to kill each other. I mean, the 03 season, Game 7, when Booney hit the walk-off, the Yankees took the season series by one game, and that was the game, including the playoffs. They were a dead heat. Like that rivalry, I mean, it's always going to be New York, Boston, but you're right. Those teams in that era, ridiculously, like you would sit and watch the whole game. There was no getting up in the middle of an inning to go to the bathroom. You waited till the inning was over. And you rushed to get back to watch the TV when Pedro was pitching. It was, or even Wakefield, like just watching his knuckleball dance around was stupid. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't necessarily agree with the statement that you wish they never won the series, but I understand why you said that. But it's not because of the series win. It's because the bitterness isn't there because those teams are just not as competitive as they used to be.
No, and I think that goes for almost every rivalry in baseball right now too.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
You don't see the Dodgers and Giants or the Dodgers and I guess the Dodgers and Padres are probably the closest thing you get now.
Well, again, different eras and competition. I don't want to say the athletes are softer because
they are though.
That's the only way I can put it.
Yeah.
They're not as hungry as the players used to be.
So
good.
They're not as team driven. Like, you would trade for a player, you would buy a player, you would whatever, and they'd come on your team and they'd buy straight into that New York atmosphere, that big game every time you're out there. Where now they're like, so I struck out 4 times. Who cares?
Yeah,
Where
it's
like
nothing to do to them.
back then it was like I struck out 4 times. I'm in the cages for 2 hours now trying to work on my swing.
Right.
It's just
Lisa,
not like that anymore.
I'm going to answer Lisa's question. Lisa,
Yep.
this is the World Baseball Classic is coming up next month, and this or March. This is the Team Israel from the World Baseball Classic. I saw the hat. I liked it. It's got the Israeli flag on the side. It's a new era, and it's got the World Baseball Classic logo on the back. So this is one of the teams that's playing. For those of you guys that don't know what the World Baseball Classic is, it's kind of like the actual, and I call it the World Series for a reason. Every country gets together, puts their team together, make a big tournament. It's really exciting to watch. So that's what logo is on my head. It's actually a Star of David for Team Israel. So sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to answer her question in chat there.
No. You're fine. And yeah, I really to go off of Aaron here, like the World Baseball Classic is a really fun thing to watch. I'm lagging out again, which is wonderful. A lot of different countries coming into it, and it's just nice to see talent from other countries. It's not like the Olympics where like you don't get as many stars, whereas in the World Baseball Classic, you're getting a lot of the best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah. The last one when we got to see Shohei Ohtani strike out his teammate Mike Trout to win the World Baseball Classic was incredible. That was just a showdown, but Team Japan and Team USA, Ohtani striking out his teammate, one of the better pitchers, best hitters in the game, and then the other best hitter in the game was up. It was cool to watch. So I can't wait to see what this year brings. A lot of cool moments, a lot of great memorable plays that take place. They actually play, it's a pride issue. It's not for money, it's not for glory, it's a pride thing. And I love that about them. They're so much more competitive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like it.
It's good baseball to watch.
True story.
It reminds me a lot of like watching college football back in the day before the NIL deals, where like you're playing for a reason, for the passion of it, not for the money of it.
Right. Yep. Concur, sir. Concur. So it's going to be fun. It's too bad we're going to be so far away from it in Myrtle Beach instead of Miami to watch the title game.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying $3,000 a ticket to go see that, although it would be worth every penny.
Yeah.
You know, I was able to see one championship clinching game. It was when Joe and I went to the AAA. Oh, what do they call it? It was the championship game for AAA down in PNC Fields.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got to see the Durham Bulls, and I forget who they were playing, but it was just really cool to watch a title game like that.
I bet you that was really fun.
Yep. And you know what? While I'm talking about this segue, I was able to procure 5 tickets to the Banana Ball game, Memorial Day weekend at PNC Field, May 23rd. I'm super stoked about this.
Is that the Friday or the Saturday game?
It's a Saturday game. I got the Saturday game on purpose because I know typically you're off on Saturdays.
Right.
So is that a weekend where you have the 2 Gremlins?
The math says.
There's a reason I'm asking this.
23rd, no.
Okay, so I want to toss an idea out there afterwards. I don't want to bring it up now. We'll talk after the show, but we might be doing a couple things with some of this stuff. So
sounds good to me.
Yep. So, but I'm excited. We get to see Banana Ball. It's not going to be the Savannah Bananas. It's the Firefighters versus somebody else, but
yes,
that's okay. The suites are all taken up. I asked Mike Harvey about this the other day.
Okay.
The other option is there is a party deck in right field that is available. It's $150 a person, I believe. Up to 40 people. We would need a 25% deposit down and the balance due a week before the game. I don't know if we're going to get enough people to go for that price for all you can eat food and drink, but to get it,
that price,
reserve it in time. It's a lot, you know. I don't know if we'd get the people to get together and spend $150.
So I mean, $1,500 down.
Yep.
and then 4,500 due at a week before.
Yeah. If we had 40 people. He said he could do 30 to 40 people. But even so, we need to put a $1,500 deposit down at the minimum to make it work. And that's assuming that they still have that by the time we get this out there to everybody. I can see when he would need it by, but I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. It's a lot. That's you know, family of four. That's a $600 trip.
Right.
I just don't know if it's feasible. And I'm not saying that to be funny. It's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, the tickets to the game alone were for $35 a pop. Yeah. I think it was 35
it's a lot to ask if anybody wants to spend $150 for a 2-hour.
Yeah, game. I don't see it. If it was like $50 a head, maybe I'd say yeah, let's do it. But $150 is a lot. I mean, again, a family of five, forget it.
Yeah.
You know, you can do a lot of things with $750. So
just a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna breach that topic, but we do have the opportunity to go see this. We'll be in left field, so I'm excited. It'd be a good time. Can't wait to see it. Yeah. So, and I think our buddy's off that weekend. So,
yeah, because I don't have the boys, so he is off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a Phoebe weekend.
Yep. So. We're kind of jumping all over, but anyway, we kind of touched the baseball stuff. Anything MLB you want to discuss before we get into your other thing?
I mean, just quickly, like, here we are 12 days before reporting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 12 days for pitchers and catchers and maybe 17 for everybody else.
I already know the name you're going to bring up.
Well, Framber Valdez. Well, Suarez.
Eugenio, yeah.
Arise. Marcelo Ozuna.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some big names out there with only 17 days before everybody reports.
I don't want to keep beating this drum. You know why they're not signed.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're asking too much. They want these long-term deals or 1 year short-term deal. Thank you, Kyle Tucker.
Yep.
Who's his agent? Is Boris his agent?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes more sense in the world. Scott Boris made himself a cool, I don't know, $6 million per year for this guy because they get 10%, whatever it is.
But yeah.
Whatever.
Stupid.
I'm not even excited. I told you in the car before, I'm not even excited about baseball season this year.
Right.
I know I will be once I start seeing it, once I get to start playing, but not excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of big names out there still that just it's a sign that shows you exactly where we are at, and it's just makes me think even more that we're going for the lockout.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
The only, again, like we were talking about this the other night, the only way it's going to happen is if they start getting in a room now and start hammering out the big details, and I know the big thing is going to be a salary cap.
Right.
Once they figure that out, we'll be good to go. So tell everybody your thoughts about playing, though, with the signings, where you think the players should come from.
Well, I think, I said this a couple of weeks ago to you that it's, you got the World Baseball Classic coming in, and it's kind of a good thing in a way that owners and everybody can see World Baseball players, and if we go into a lockout and it lasts for too long, these players from overseas that might be able to get work visas pretty easily, could they be replacement players? Is this where owners might look between the Olympics next year? Don't forget about that. And you have the World Baseball Classic. Are we looking at this? Or the Olympics? Yeah, 2 years is the Olympics.
Did they bring baseball back to the Olympics, though?
I thought they did.
I don't remember if they did or not, to be honest.
I thought they did.
I'll look. You go ahead. I'll keep going. I'll look.
So I think it's a good place to possibly pick up scabs, replacement players, and have somewhat of a season.
Baseball will return to the Olympics in 2028 for the Los Angeles Games, with competition scheduled primarily at Dodger Stadium July 13th through the 19th.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yes, sir.
I've always wanted to see a USA basketball game.
Now you want to see a USA baseball game.
Both now. And they'll be in the same city, and it's
Yeah.
only a 6-hour plane ride. So
It's not a bad plane ride. Flying straight into LA.
Saving our money now.
First thing we're doing when we get off the flight though is In-N-Out Burger.
It's fine. You can start planning that trip and plan how much we need, and then we'll go from there. You did this trip already.
That just made 2028 an expensive year.
Yep, one trip.
No, two. Remember, we're going to Aruba.
Oh yeah. We'll just leave right from LA to go to Aruba, or go leave from Aruba, go right to LA. It's fine with me. I'm good with it. All right. So I'll let you take this one, take the reins.
Oh God.
And you can explain how this conversation came up with our dear friend who's not here with us. Go ahead.
Earlier today, we're talking about the Hall of Fame, right? Is that where we're at?
The NFL Hall of Fame, yep.
Yeah. So Aaron and I were talking earlier today, and I brought up to him that, Bill Belichick is being blackballed, best way to put it, out of the Hall of Fame. And they're saying he's not going to be a first-time Hall of Famer. And our buddy Justin and me got into a very heated debate about it. He understands where they're coming from, and that maybe they shouldn't, that he shouldn't be a first-time Hall of Famer. I personally totally disagree. I think when you look at somebody who has 6 Super Bowl wins as a head coach, 2 as an assistant coach, 8 Super Bowls in total, second most winningest coach in NFL history, how can you blackball him for Spygate that he already paid $500,000 as a fine for? I'm not a Patriots fan, even though I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm a Giants fan, and I just think that it's not the right decision for the Hall of Fame.
So the easy answer here is this. Okay. Whether or not I disagree with this is irrelevant. I'll share my part at the end. Belichick was punished by the NFL for Spygate. And now you're saying he should be in the Hall of Fame first ballot because he was already punished by the NFL. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he still has a chance to get in, if I'm not mistaken. Here's my argument. I don't know if you guys brought this up, but it's an easy argument to have with you guys. We'll go with MLB.
I knew that's where you were going to go, right to the steroid era.
It's not even just the steroids. Pete Rose.
But he was gambling.
But he was okay. But he was still punished by the MLB for gambling. Now, granted, they've now reinstated him posthumously. Okay.
Right.
So he paid his fine. But Alex Rodriguez is the prime example of this. He's been punished by MLB. He paid his dues. He'll never get in the Hall of Fame. Do you think that's right?
No. I've been open about, I thought Pete Rose should have been in there. I think Barry Bonds should be in there. I think even though Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa didn't have the longevity of great seasons, for what they actually did for the sport after the last lockout, that to me is maybe not first, maybe not second, but you belong in there because of bringing baseball back. Without the three, the Bonds, the McGwire, and the Sosa era, we don't get baseball back for another 5 to 8 years.
So and you haven't been there, so you wouldn't know this. So they're not officially enshrined in the Hall of Fame. There's no plaque on the wall, but there are still things of theirs in the Hall of Fame on display. McGuire's jerseys. It's not the same. I get it, but this is where I'm going to try to spin this somehow so I can kind of make my point. It's not the same. McGuire's got stuff there. There's references to his home run record. although it's fallen again since then, a la another alleged steroid user. Here's my argument with Bonds and Sosa. All these steroid guys, well, minus modern era guys, when they started testing is a different story. It wasn't illegal. There was no rule against it when they were doing it. McGuire, Sosa, all those guys. And you're right, they brought baseball back. So I don't think they should be punished
Right.
for that. That's like saying we're going to make beer illegal next month. Okay, alcoholic beverages are now banned. So anybody that's ever drank before, you're all in trouble now. It just doesn't make sense to me. Those guys weren't doing anything wrong. Maybe it was wrong morally, but by baseball's code of conduct, it wasn't wrong. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, those guys were drunk, smoking cigars. Like Babe Ruth's diet was beer and hot dogs. I mean, David Wells had openly admitted he pitched a perfect game with a hangover. That's not your role model either. David Wells isn't a Hall of Famer, but Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle were two horrible human beings, and they're in the Hall of Fame. I don't see how you can hold it against these guys for something that wasn't illegal. Now I'm going to go back to Belichick with Spygate. Okay. I don't agree with it. That was wrong. There were rules in place against that. You cannot do it.
Do you know what Spygate was?
Yeah, they were filming other teams' workouts and stuff.
Which isn't illegal. It's not. You're allowed to film it. It was the fact that they had their camera set up in the wrong spot. So you're allowed to film any practice or anything like that. But say you're only allowed to do it on the end zone side. Maybe they were actually at the 50-yard line instead.
Okay.
That's all it was. It was just where they were set up to do it. So, like, to use steroids as one, like, it's kind of the same thing you could say, because it wasn't illegal what they were doing, but it was illegal where they were set up, where it was illegal federally.
Right.
So, like...
So I'm going to throw... This is where I wanted to go with this one now, because Belichick was actually involved in two gates.
Yeah.
Spygate and Deflategate.
But Belichick was unaware. Okay.
But is Tom Brady in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not eligible yet.
Okay. Is he going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
He can't be if Belichick isn't.
There we go. There's going to be the rub. This is the whole point of this conversation. If Tom Brady is in on the first ballot, then it's wrong again on Belichick. I call him Belichick.
Okay. How about this? What if Robert Kraft gets in this year and Belichick doesn't?
I agree with you. Same. It's a problem. But like, did Kraft have a? I don't know much about this Spygate thing. I didn't.
But wouldn't it be he got fined? So he's the owner of the team.
So he got fined. Did he know about it?
I don't think it matters, does it?
In a sense, it would, because here's the thing. I'm going to use me being a general manager. Okay, I don't know everything my staff does, but if they do something wrong, who's going to get yelled at?
Okay.
So, like, if I'll use the process here, if I'm not on property and my building fails an audit for something my staff member did, I'm getting punished for that. I'm getting fined, and the auditors have to come back, and I have to pay the bill out of my budget. So
I got a question for you though.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather get in trouble for Spygate, or would you rather get in trouble at a massage parlor for a rub and tug?
Well, Spygate.
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 So the guy who got arrested at a massage parlor for a rub and tug can go to the Hall of Fame before Spygate.
No. So here's the thing. Your point was Kraft ever in trouble from the NFL for that?
Right, but now I'm spinning it.
But was he? Was he punished for that?
He got $250,000 fine for it.
For the massage parlor thing?
No, for the Spygate.
Right. No, listen to what I'm saying. Did Kraft get in trouble from the NFL for that? For the massage parlor?
He paid everybody off to get the charges dropped.
Right.
But
You're
okay, but the
you're
point
splitting
is,
hair. My
no,
point is this. My point is this. If the NFL punished him for that, then I agree with the point you're trying to make with the NFL punishing him for Spygate.
did
If the
Barry
NFL,
Bonds ever get in trouble for steroids?
no, we could have a different discussion on that.
Well, this is the premise that I'm working off of with this. Barry Bonds didn't get in trouble for steroids.
That was alleged.
Right. Well, Robert Kraft was also alleged, I guess, too, because he didn't get in trouble for it.
If you make a public apology to everybody about that, you're guilty.
But you didn't get charged, so you weren't ever guilty.
Correct, but he still apologized for it. Barry Bonds has been adamant. I'm not apologizing for something I didn't do.
Right. It's just, I don't think you can't let one in and not the other, no matter what.
No, I agree with you. What I'm saying is that the thing that the NFL didn't punish you for is a moot point. It's irrelevant to this conversation because he didn't get yelled at by the NFL for it. And again, that's his personal life.
I don't know.
You're going to look this up now.
I am.
Which is fine. I'd like you to look it up. But I'm just saying is that, no. So to make your point for you, I don't think he should be punished for it if he's already been punished for it by the NFL. But it's kind of the one and the same. The NFL committees, the NFL people. Now, here's my next question. Carlos Beltran got in the Hall of Fame, and he was part of the Houston Astros cheating scandal.
Great.
Now, although he was coaching at the time, I don't remember, but he's in. Chris is typing. He's trying to figure out big words. I wish I had the Jeopardy music.
So he was charged
criminally.
Yeah.
But was he punished by the NFL for it? And what I love about this while he's looking this up is that this is just a totally random argument that they decided to have. He was never punished by the NFL.
No.
Because it probably had nothing to do with the league. Although it makes it look bad, something that happened in his personal life, there's no conduct. It's his personal life.
Okay, but then if I beat my wife, it's my personal life. But I get in trouble.
I agree. Again,
like we're splitting hairs here.
That's exactly what the discussion is about. So unless there's clear-cut rules that say in your contract, and again, it's an owner, it's not a player.
Right.
Owners are allowed to do a different set of rules, obviously. So players probably have this stuff built in their contracts, like this is a violation of league policy. To wrap this whole thing into one ball, I think the owners should be held to the same standard as the players.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I was going to get at. Like with Brady, with Deflategate and all this other stuff, they should all be held accountable. Oh, all those teeth and no toothbrush. Thank you, Justin. It's because they have a giant, oversized medulla oblongata.
So let's spin off but stay on.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Manning snubbed for a second year in a row. What do you think about that?
I'm not mad about it.
No?
Here's the thing, okay? Eli was a great football player, okay? Because, and I know this is going to be unpopular with you two, it's a supporting cast, in my opinion. Great quarterback, don't get me wrong, but most of Eli's success was because of his name.
Okay.
So, and I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win the Super Bowls that he won. Kudos to him for wrecking the Patriots. Perfect season. I was thrilled to see that. But I should just delete that comment, but I'm going to leave it there because it's just not relevant to this conversation. How many Super Bowls? I don't want to go. I'm going to be that Yankee fan. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to say that Eli wasn't a great quarterback, but he will get in eventually. But I don't know. I guess I really didn't watch that much Eli Manning to begin with to have a real good opinion on this, but I think most of Eli's was his brother and trying to fight that mantra of who his dad and his brother were. Like I think if Arch ever makes it into the league, he's going to have to fight that the mantra like you got to live up to this standard. I think Eli eventually gets in the Hall of Fame.
I was just going to say that, Justin. Technically, Eli had more rings than Peyton for a while.
Correct, but who's a better quarterback, Eli or Peyton? Let's argue this one.
Who's a better quarter? Well, are we talking supporting cast? Because Peyton had better wide receivers than Eli.
Correct, but who had better numbers?
But you said he was a supporting cast.
Who had better numbers?
Well, I'm going off what you said, supporting cast.
Who had better numbers?
Honestly, I don't know. I would say Peyton.
Correct, Justin. In the playoffs, Eli. But the full sample size between Peyton Manning, his numbers, he filled up that football card. I don't like so. The Hall of Fame process is broken in every sport imaginable. Yep. Okay, that's what I'm going to start. This
playoffs aren't all that matters, sir.
No, playoffs are not all that matters. I mean, yes, it's a big point, but if you're saying playoffs are all that matters, Derek Jeter is a unanimous Hall of Famer. Guy batted over 400, and don't start with this conversation, dude. Okay, let's not have that conversation at all. Too much bias. That's exactly right. The writers, some of these writers are antiques. They need to be just cut off. You don't know the sport. You're still stuck in the old days when it was, Gary Carter and Steve Carlton. The league has changed now. It's different. And football is the same way. You need to have a different process in place. Just my
absolutely.
opinion.
No, you're not wrong.
Was just comparing Eli to Jeter all I was doing. That's okay. Jeter at least played in his home state, the New York Yankees, not the New Jersey Giants. We won't keep going on this one all day long.
See, sir, in New York, you can't call them the New Jersey Giants when their name is New York.
But how? They play in Jersey.
Because they originated from New York, and New York didn't want them there anymore.
Because they're trash.
Oh, sir. Sir.
That was
I don't think you can say that. Those words can't come out of your mouth.
Why?
Because we literally have to turn into that fan.
No, we're not.
Whoa! Something just went flying to my right.
He's starting. How many Super Bowls the Bills have? Bills stands for boy, I love losing Super Bowls. I get it.
Boy, I love losing.
Okay.
I've never heard that one before.
I've heard them all. Okay. 0-4. That's okay. That's okay. They will get one day, and I will be happy. Again, if he was there for the beginning of the show, I just want to see them win one Super Bowl.
Right.
I'll be happy. Spread it around. No one circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Sir, I can't. Go back. Aren't you working? Or are you on your break? It's about break time.
It's about break time, yeah.
I'm glad he's here. Robbie, I forgot to say hi to you, Robbie. How are you, buddy? So, anyway. What were you talking about? Oh, yeah, Bill Belichick.
Maybe your next franchise quarterback will win you one.
I mean...
Well, is there a corner I can crawl in?
No, it's all good. Listen, these discussions, and I think you know this, man, do not bother me.
Right.
Because a typical Bills fan would have been ranting and raving immediately. The refs screwed us. No, they didn't. We screwed ourselves. I'm a realist when it comes to my sports teams. I know when there's a problem, and I know when they mess up. That's it. There's only one moment in baseball history that I completely and vehemently disagree with, and I think it should be changed. What do you think it is?
I'm not squirming.
I hope Bain is on the board at number 9 for KC.
Oh, Bain Jr., yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
DN from Miami. Yeah.
Yep. So lifelong Chief fan here, not in the womb, but the Bills lost it. Absolutely. You are not wrong, my dude. The Bills lost the game for themselves. It wasn't the ref. It wasn't the interception at the end. It was the 4 turnovers before that screwed them. It was our own doing. And I am the first one to admit that. You can't win a football game turning the ball over 4 times. A la the second possession of the game where you could have scored a touchdown. So, and yes, Josh Allen does not secure the football.
Sir, I will be right back.
Okay. I'll just fly solo. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about now, but Rangeley, you're right. Running the football and holding the bag of bread is not a way to do it. It's just bad news bears. So I'm going to use this moment to just let you guys know on YouTube, we do have a Facebook page. If you want to go over to Facebook, NDT Podcast, give us a follow, invite your friends to do that. Supports the show. I suffered my entire life as a KC fan. Listen, man, your teams were good the past few years. You guys had a friggin' run and a half with Mahomes and Kelsey. Andy Reid is one of the best coaches in league history as far as I'm concerned. And I'm really pissed off that the Bills decided to trade for Keon Coleman or trade their pick to pick Keon Coleman instead of Worthy. So, yes, Robbie, that was exactly my point. The moment in time I was going to tell you. Galarraga's perfect game should be reviewed and overturned. It's not going to be the same result for him, obviously, to celebrate that moment with his teammates, but it should be credited to him. That's the one moment I will argue vehemently about. You go back 30 plus years with KC, long before Mahomes. So, Rangeley, what do you think? Were you happy when you guys got Joe Montana? I thought that was a little weird to see him in a different uniform. But Montana, to me, it's weird to see a Hall of Famer change teams like that and go play for another team. Just much like when Peyton Manning went to the Broncos and Brett Favre just decided to play musical chairs with all his teams that he played for. Even Aaron Rodgers, when he decided to rip his ACL when he ran out of the tunnel with the Jets last year. But it just Montana was one of the better ones. So were you excited when they signed him or traded whatever they did for him? So they should have made one. Montana got M. Justin, you stopped typing, buddy. You cut yourself off.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it was different. Montana. Bruce Smith knocked him out of the cold up here in Buffalo. Yeah, Montana. It's just weird to see some of these players changing teams like that. That's right, Justin. They did have another Hall of Famer ready to go.
Oh yeah,
Steve Young, crazy quarterback, lefty. Yeah. Loved it. Loved watching him throw. I'm sorry, I'll tell you this all day long. I love watching lefties do pretty much anything.
How often is a team fortunate enough to have 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks sitting on the bench at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of goes back to that whole University of Miami back in the 90s, like when you had an NFL team on your whole roster. Just insane.
Yep. Oh.
It's going to be interesting for Kansas City this year to see how Mahomes comes back after his knee injury.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the same quarterback? Is he going to be as mobile? Or is he going to baby it? It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I like his comment too right here. KC has holes to fill with no cap space. Welcome to Buffalo, my friend. We have the same problem. So
yeah.
Oh, this freaking the conference with Bean with the ownership, it was stupid. They should have never even gone up there and talked. They should have had the presser like they had today after they hired Brady and just been doing their thing. Like, it was just so disappointing the way they handled that and basically throwing McDermott under the bus, blaming him for wanting Coleman. Like, stop. Like, don't blame everybody else. You did this. You're the ones that signed off on it. Being you're the GM, You ultimately the one that make that decision. So don't blame McDermott. Don't blame the coaching staff. Take the L. That's what a leader does. The leader dies on the hill for his people.
You're not wrong. That's 100% true.
Yep. So just like Josh Allen said today, he felt like he was partially responsible for McDermott's firing. Some of the things that he did were questionable, like again, running the ball, not securing it. You can't do that. I'm not shocked by the hire. I was disappointed at first, but I was just telling Chris earlier in the show, Brady had the top offense for the past 3 years with these guys. So I'm thinking if he can put the rest of this together and we get a good D coordinator and bring up a good offensive coordinator, I think we'll be fine. So let's see how the coaching staff shapes up. I do think they have to hurry up and get it together because the window with Allen is closing. He's going to be 30 this year. Football players don't really last much longer unless your name's Joe Flacco. So, and I'm glad Justin brought that up. I'm hopeful for the Giants' future. They've got, they're basically going to be getting 3 first-round picks this year because you're getting Scadaboo back, you're getting Neighbors back, and then their first pick this year. So it's going to be like getting 3 first-rounders back in that lineup and having Dart at the helm. I think they're going to be a really exciting team to watch. So, the Bills definitely need a wide receiver 1 since we got rid of Diggs. And it's going to piss me off if Diggs wins one this year with New England. But it is what it is.
How this man is not suspended yet.
Again, we're going to go back to the league punishing stuff. But, you have to really be guilty of the crime before you can start doing the time. He's innocent until proven guilty. That's just the way it works. Is there a lot of suspicion? Yeah. I think Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl. They were one of my picks to get to the game. It was me. I had Buffalo, Seattle, but Seattle I think is going to win it all. It was the Rams or the Seahawks going to win the Super Bowl.
I just read that Anthony Rizzo signed with NBC Sports to be an analyst this year.
Yep.
I actually really like that.
I like Anthony Rizzo. Signed baseball right here behind me. One of my favorite players ever. Love that dude.
I think that's a great pickup for NBC Sports. I think it's great for the fan base.
Yep.
He's a very knowledgeable ball player, and he's fun.
Yep. Darnold has never beaten the Patriots. Well, I think this is going to be his year. Robbie, shut your mouth. Bills should not bring back Doug Flutie to quarterback.
Oh, my God.
No. I would have rather see them bring back Paul Crewe. Okay. Or
and
the water boy
to play
linebacker. Rizzo should be a Yankee coach. I agree. Well, you guys are firing stuff out in chat tonight. I love it. It's really cool to have this interaction. So thank you.
I don't know about Rizzo being a Yankee coach.
I think so. He's a very intelligent baseball player.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be a coach, but I could see him more in Chicago than I could in New York as a coach.
Yeah, his heart's in Chicago, but he really won the hearts of Yankee fans with the way he was. And him and Aaron Judge have a really tight bond. Mm-hmm. They're very close. So,
I don't agree with the giving up on him in Minnesota. I don't think they gave up on him at all in Minnesota. I think their hands were kind of tied because of the draft of J.J. McCarthy. And that no one expected Darnold to go off like he did last year.
Well, look at the way Danny Dimes started with Indianapolis this year. Different change of scenery. So
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't agree. Minnesota, they didn't give up on him. Their hands were kind of tied, and they had to move on from him. They couldn't spend that kind of money on him and have JJ there unless they traded JJ. And no one wanted JJ because he was injured all last year.
All right, here's a good one. What do you think about Bo Bichette playing third base for the Mets?
I think it's a good pickup for the Mets, honestly. I think it's a lot of money for a 1-year deal. I don't see him staying there after this year. If you watch that interview and when they asked him, what's his plans on opting out, and he just froze, I think his face said everything that anyone ever needed to say.
it goes back to the CBA and everybody just trying to get that payday before the labor strike starts.
Right.
He's going to get as much money as he can so he can sit home next year, have all this cash in the bank, go on his vacations, buy his sports cars, whatever he's going to do, play his golf, and that's it. So, yeah, I think Robbie's right, too. He's going to opt out. I think Soto's going to opt out in a couple of years, too.
Oh,
depending
100%.
on what happens with the salary.
Yeah. No, 100%. I don't think Soto's staying there. He was promised a team that was going to be better, and is this team better than last year?
On paper, yeah.
Like,
you lost Diaz, but you got all these other players coming in.
I'm not surprised the Yankees didn't pursue Alonso. They didn't want to spend money this year.
No.
And the worst part is they didn't want to spend money, but yet their payroll's higher than last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're on the hook for Bellinger's contract turned into $46 million for this year, which put them on the hook for like $330 million-ish, I do believe.
Something like that.
And it's the highest starting team salary they've ever had.
Yep. The big reason I think they didn't go after Alonso, one, because of money, but two, Ben Rice. You have a first baseman, teach the kid how to play.
Yeah.
He's got a good bat. Teach him to play defense. You're off to the races with him. He's going to be there for a while.
Robbie, I don't agree with you at all. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell that Soto would ever get signed back by the Yankees after him jumping to the Mets. That fan base does not like him, does not want him. I don't know.
Nice chatting with you too. Get some rest. We hope to see you again. We're here every Thursday and Sunday at 8 p.m. So please feel free to stop in and see us again.
Love your profile picture too.
That's cool, right?
Oh, the Aurora Borealis, like that's gorgeous.
It's amazing. Always. Nice
I wish I could see it that close.
Yeah. All right, so we're winding down. Why don't you give us an update on our trip? What other plannings have you done, sir?
I honestly, I haven't really done any plannings.
Pictures are posted on my channel. Ranger, we'll check it out. We will check that out for sure. Oh, it's Tuesday night.
On Tuesday night? That's amazing.
Yeah. Thanks for subscribing. We'll do the same for you, man.
Absolutely. We'll hit you back for that. Wow. Wow. Tuesday. I want that as my walk out my back door and just be like, wow, look how gorgeous this is.
This last Tuesday, we were staring at freaking cold air and snow.
But yeah, no, I haven't done much more planning. I think, to be fair, everything's really planned out. Tuesday a week ago, okay.
Oh, okay.
But still, unreal. But yeah, no, I think everything's kind of like basically planned out. Like I've said before, we just have to get some money in there so I can book a couple more things to secure them. But otherwise than that, I mean, at this point, it's all just everything's planned out.
I'm for it.
I bet you, I think our town probably is a little bigger than 1,100 people. I don't know what our population is. What would you say? Probably like 20?
It's probably about 3,000, but it's a little small. Yeah, it's a little bigger than his.
Yeah, we're not that much bigger than you where we are.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Robbie, Royal Rumble's on Saturday, my dude. Oh, it's an hour to Walmart. Yeah, we have a 5-minute ride to Walmart. To be honest with you, dude, I would love to have an hour ride to Walmart because you're probably very small town, very small bunch of people around. I'm sure it's a dream come true.
Are you in Alaska? Just a question. Or Northern Canada, something like that. But yeah, so, everything's coming together. I mean, not that we're not going to have the funds. It's just, we're just waiting for us to start putting some funds into this account and really get things kicked off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably my days are kind of blended together too. I don't know when the last day I had a day off was. Northern Maine.
Okay.
Love it. Okay. We'll definitely check out your channel, though. Oh, God, Skyler, Red Sox. Here we go. Here we go. Another Red Sox fan. Welcome.
Having stuff rolling in right now, which is a good feeling, actually.
Right?
Knowing
It's
that
coming together.
we've got new equipment coming in and things coming together, like, it's actually, it feels like Christmas for the podcast. It really does.
Story.
But yeah, you can see it off to the side. We got a couple things off to the side here that I've been putting together today, getting things packed and organized. Otherwise than that, yeah.
Cool. Good. What else do we got for tonight, man?
I got, an interesting one.
Oh, here comes Chris's trivia question of the day. I love this part. This is my favorite part of the show, just so we're clear. He's going to make it harder so I get it wrong.
This one actually is much harder. So
Okay.
This is a different style of a question for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dominant left-hand pitcher for the Indians and Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Plus a Hall of Fame reliever for the Cubs and Cardinals. So this is a before and after, as in like a Jeopardy question. Or I mean, sorry, like a Wheel of Fortune question.
Okay.
So before and after. So your before is a dominant left-hand pitcher for the Indians and Phillies. Your after would be a Hall of Fame reliever for the Cubs and Cardinals. You understand the premise?
So the first name and last name would be, the first name is the lefty reliever. The last name is the Hall of Famer.
Well, yes, would be the first name of the Hall of Famer. So your first one. So say, I can't even think of names off the top of my head here. But say the first name would be Derek Jeter. The next name would be Jeter Downs.
Okay. Oh.
Right?
So it's a lefty reliever for the Phillies and the Indians. That's the first part. Right?
So the first part is, hold on. I didn't pause So, dominant left-hand pitcher for the Indians and the Phillies is the first part.
Okay.
Your second part would be Hall of Fame reliever for the Cubs and Cardinals.
Cliff Lee Smith.
Correct. That is, there you go. That is how that's played.
Once you took the reliever out of it, because I thought you said reliever at first for the Cleveland and the Phillies.
Okay.
The only left-handed pitcher that I could think of that played for both teams was Cliff Lee, and Lee Smith was a Hall of Fame closer for the Cubs and the Cardinals.
From the year 2000 to present, CC Sabathia threw 10 complete games. In 2010, all right, so CC Sabathia threw 10 complete games in 2010. Bartolo Colon threw 9 in 2003, and Roy Halladay threw 9 complete games. 4 separate times. However, who threw the most complete games in a year since 2000 with 11 in 2011?
So he threw 11 complete games in 2011.
Yep.
And it's not going to give me a team, obviously.
Nope.
From the year
Boy, this is going to be tough.
I doubt you get this.
Probably not. It's going to be a junker.
It's a pitcher who pitched for a long time, but he was also kind of a journeyman.
Jimmy Moyer.
No.
So it's okay, hold on.
The first letter of the first name is correct.
Jimmy Moyer. Journeyman pitcher.
I call him a journeyman. Maybe he's not such a journeyman, but he's a starter. obviously.
Mm-hmm. Santana's retired by then. I don't think Johan Santana threw that many perfect complete games. John Lieber?
So six teams.
What teams?
He started with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Okay.
Then he was also a part of the Tampa Bay Rays. Kansas City, the Padres. Oh, Kansas City, the Padres, and the White Sox. Sorry. So just four. Four teams.
I have no idea.
Kind of a shocker. He had a career 4 ERA.
Lefty or righty?
Through righty. Everybody wanted him at one point. When he was traded in 2016 to the White Sox, he may have been one of the biggest names on the board. And that was trying to turn his career around.
And his first name starts with J?
Yep. Mr. James Shields.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Remember how dominant he was in the beginning of his career, though?
Would have never guessed that.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Before and after. Most famous Blue Jay walk-off home run ever.
Mm-hmm.
Relief pitcher with the most controversial delivery ever. So what made his... And this is going to be hard because I don't think you're going to get the reliever part. What made his relief part, his delivery so awkward...
is he bounced off the mound.
Yes, he did. Kind of like a softball pitcher. Carter Capps, yep. Good for you. Good for you. I thought that one was actually going to be a stumper for you. Joe Morgan. You know Joe Morgan?
Mm-hmm. Second baseman, Phillies.
Started his career as an Astro.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Reds.
Cincinnati Reds, not the Phillies.
Astros, Reds, Astros again, then to this team, then to the Phillies, then to the A's. What team is missing?
I have no idea. I'm not going to try to take a stab at this. Cubs?
The Giants.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that. I really started following Joe Morgan's career once he started becoming an ESPN analyst because he is so knowledgeable.
All right, before and after. Ace for the Yankees, plus ace for the Royals.
Ace for the Yankees, ace for the Royals.
This already took you longer than it took me. I got this one instantly.
I'm overthinking this one, obviously, so... I don't even know.
We're talking like modern era right now.
Right now?
Right now. We're talking right now, modern era.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Garrett Cole. Cole Ragans.
Yeah, see, I don't remember Cole Ragans.
You don't remember him? Mm-hmm. Having a stellar... He was in the Cy Young voting for this year.
Yep. No, I forgot his name. I forgot he's even there.
Sir.
My fault.
That's bad.
I come out the gate tough, and then you make my brain work, and then I forget things.
Before and after, two-sport athlete that played outfield for the Braves. Mm-hmm. Free agent pitcher that ultimately signed with the Diamondbacks.
So Deion Sanders.
Now I don't know this one. Could it be Brian Jordan Zimmerman?
Oh, you're right, because Brian Jordan was a football guy too. I'm thinking Dion because he's the obvious call there for the Braves. But you're right. Brian
Oh,
Jordan,
but I wasn't right on the pitcher.
Jordan Montgomery.
Yep. That's who it was. Yep.
Still, that's fun.
Those ones are fun too, right?
Yeah.
So, but we'll end it there for the night. We're already an hour and 20 in.
Yeah, people are getting tired of looking at our ugly mugs.
I'm getting tired of looking at no.
All right. Well,
But
guys.
yes, well, Royal Rumble this weekend. Maybe Aaron will throw a post out asking who your Royal Rumble winners are for the men and women. Could be a good post for like Saturday.
Yeah. We could do that. I'm for it.
See what
We'll
people
figure it
have
out.
as a thought.
Okay.
Shane O'Mac is not coming out. Shane O'Mac threw his name in the hat for the AEW general manager.
Yeah. We'll see. That's a lot of strange things happen in the wrestling world. They might have just made that post to get you think he's going to AEW, and then boom, here he shows up at the Rumble.
I doubt there's no way Shane O'Mac ends up at the Rumble.
You never know. Stephanie's still involved. Because Daddy, you said something at Saturday night's main event. Don't you think it's weird that she's out here? Maybe Shane's coming back. Make your wheels turn a little bit. You were wondering why she was so forward facing at main event. So
I questioned it.
You sure did. That was one of the first things you said. So
it's nothing new for her to be there, but to be an announcer, broadcaster for it was kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Please don't forget, follow, share the show. We will be live again Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. We might have some cool things to talk about. We'll talk about that off air and we'll go from there. So, all right. Anything else, buddy?
I got nothing.
I'm not even acknowledging that last comment. Yeah. I don't think it's right at all. So
follow, share, subscribe, hit all the good buttons, and as our one friend would say, none of the bad.
All right.
Later.
Later.